We're about to report our success. See where things go from there. Speak with Ali Fillmore.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son. I used to work exclusively on the synth projects, but lately I prefer less animated pursuits. Hey there. I hope you and Father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is important.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Dr. Fillmore?
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
So what exactly do we need to do? Besides talking to Father.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Father is more than just our leader.
Okay.
He is our
You're sticking to the
creator.
regimen we agreed upon?
Yes, Doctor. I'm taking all my leave.
And you've been getting extra rest?
Are there many more of these questions?
Interesting. Any additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed. No.
I wish Quentin
I
would
feel
stop
quite
telling
well.
those
Okay.
stupid stories.
Yes,
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
I need medical attention.
All right, hold still, and I'll take a look.
You
I
are.
have to admit, the third generation synths are really something. Here, this should take care of it. There. Good thing you didn't turn to one of those Commonwealth butchers for medical care. Head to requisitions if you need medical supplies.
You wanted to see me?
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. Would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus on the present. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Do you need more parts for the reactor? I could have gotten them while I was out.
No, this is a different matter. Hopefully one that does not put anyone at risk. This situation, I'm afraid, is something of your creation, however unintentional.
What do you mean by that? What's happened?
Well, while you were assisting Dr. Fillmore, a second team was sent out to invite someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute. Apparently, there was some miscommunication, and this individual called for help, which arrived in the form of your Minutemen. My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I would like it to stay that way. I need you to go there and speak to your Minutemen gathered outside. Insist that they stand down at once. Dr. Thompson is on site, and he will be your primary contact. I know you can resolve the situation, but it is of paramount importance that this special individual be brought to the Institute immediately.
Why all this effort? What's so special about this person?
Mr. Wallace? Despite a lack of formal training, our surveillance has shown he has incredible intellect. With his help, we may be able to drastically speed up work on the reactor.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of it.
Reach the house. Okay. Why is it in Grey Garden? Why is the guy still alive? If I have to pick between Minutemen and things, I suppose I'll pick Minutemen. Because of my position, I'm already the leader of that faction, so we can just talk things through.
Huh?
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you're here to help. How did you hear about this?
Can you bring me up to speed on the situation?
Commonwealth citizen lives in that there observatory. Institute thugs showed up to haul him off, only he spotted them coming. He managed to fire off a flare gun, got our attention, and we got up here as quick as we could. Now they're trapped inside. So, how do you want to play this? We thought about trying to lure him out here, since it'd be easier to kill him. But then we realized we probably ought to storm the place, to make sure they can't disappear on us. That makes sense, right? So, you want to lead the charge?
What do you know about the person who lives here?
Not too much. Wallace is his name. Kind of an egghead type, but real squirrely. Keeps to himself. We've checked in on him every now and then, but he didn't seem to want the company. So, we moving in or what?
Have your men hold their ground. I'll go in and assess the situation.
I don't think that's a good idea. Sir, we have to act now, or else we risk not only letting them get away, but taking one of ours with them. I wouldn't wish that fate on anyone. Are you gonna lead us in there, or what?
This whole thing is just a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding. Can't wait to hear this. Explain to me how this is a misunderstanding.
You don't have all the information. I do, and I'm telling you this isn't what it looks like. That man's not in danger.
You'd better be right. If you're not, that man's life is on your head. I'll have my men stand down. But you'd better get in there and make sure you're right.
Hello, ma'am.
Where is this guy they're talking about? I've been here before, probably. Yes, I have.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
How exactly did this happen?
I'm not suited for field work. I've said that over and over, and they sent me anyway. There was no indication that Wallace had been in contact with anyone or was aware that we might be watching him. If I'd known, I don't know. Maybe I'd have tried to handle things differently. I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
Why did the Institute send you specifically?
They thought I'd be able to relate to him with my scientific background.
So much for that plan.
I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
We've already drawn enough attention. Time's wasting, so let's pick up the pace.
I'd love to. There's just, well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
Any advice on how to talk to him?
Don't make him angry. Let him know we're not going to hurt him. In fact, his life would improve considerably.
Useless.
He's behind that door, I guess. How am I supposed
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director.
How am I supposed to get access to it?
Jammed. Yes.
Watching a conductor at the orchestra.
Here a key or something? Oh, how am I supposed to talk to the guy? Yeah, we've definitely been here before, but the door was inaccessible, so and there was nothing here.
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Sir, are you okay? Have you been injured in any way?
I'm locked in a bathroom to avoid killer robots. Of course I'm not okay. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine, fine. What do you want from me?
Mr. Wallace, would you be willing to help the Institute?
Help? The Institute? But aren't they... I'm the bad guys?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
You have a better option than what we're offering you?
No. No, I guess I don't. Okay, fine. I'll go.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. I mean, thanks for the assist.
Hey, I'm here to help. You're welcome.
I really mean it. I owe you one. I'll see you back in the Institute.
So we don't have to really talk to these guys.
Huh?
Hey,
Yeah?
No. So how long are we gonna keep doing this? Because we're pretty much going to be the head of the Institute if this is going on by the time we can actually do something worthwhile. I don't, well, in some ways it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter which path we really take, as long as we just see one path to the end. But railroad was my choice for now.
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
A lot of work went into this before I even arrived. Just how close are we?
It shouldn't take long at all. The Facilities Division has it well in hand. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth, to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
What kind of announcement are we talking about?
A broadcast. An announcement to the Commonwealth that the Institute is not to be trifled with. As the incoming director, that responsibility naturally falls to you. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow the script. It's quite simple. I'm sure you'll do fine, Mother.
I don't like this. I mean, the railroad. Well, but we have to keep going.
If you could, please finish up the speech. We'll need the final recording before we go too much further.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true. But it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your daily lives. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in tragedy for all involved. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended. but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I'll go if it's necessary.
It absolutely is. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, it's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcasts, we need to ensure it reaches the maximum range possible. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boost the broadcasting power. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
Right. Reconfigure transmitter. I don't like this. Yeah, I'm infiltrating the Institute, but I'm clearly just a pawn. I don't understand at all what's going on, and I'm being used very effectively too. So I'm not sure what we're getting out of this in exchange for what we're doing for the Institute is good trade. We've strengthened the Institute in massive ways, and we basically, what are we gonna get? We are probably a handful of
I'm
cents.
getting worried about Paul. Nobody's seen him in days.
I'm beginning to lean heavily toward the side that we're going to have to do something very drastic instead of just freeing a couple of guys. Might even have to, instead of just using get a few scenes to escape, just use it to cripple the entire Institute at the time.
I haven't forgotten what you've done for me.
No wonder it isn't broadcasting at full power. I'll need to find those radio parts. I'll need to find those radio parts.
Oh, hey! How are you?
Buttons, tubes, dials.
Okay, let's try this. Travis.
You think the radio sounds better these days? I'm not getting nearly as many complaints.
Okay. Guess we're just gonna try things out. Tubes,
Maybe
buttons,
this
dials.
goes here.
Things with Scarlet.
There's some
didn't
buttons
really,
here, dials.
work out.
All right.
But that's fine.
In you go.
You think the radio sounds better these days? I'm not getting nearly as many complaints.
Minor shitty things. Phase 3 is the key.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia are quite a handful. Father has always been a little unpredictable.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
A lot of turrets. Outside. Laser. Don't notice any control devices here. So you just have to destroy them. Looks like a gauntlet, basically. Maybe something we want to reach at some point. Decontamination.
The synths are treating you well, I hope?
Enjoy your trip.
High levels of radiation are likely present in reactor chamber. Current status of the reactor status. Apply. Inside the reactor. Low.
Son?
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors. This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My mother and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish. And we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Reactor core exposed. Required components missing. Be offline.
Someday, brother, this will all be yours.
Sean?
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
Now that the reactor works, what's next for the Institute?
We'll get to that. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as director.
I think we'll leave things here. I do sort of like this setup, even though I think if your mind is sort of made up, it's not a great one. But it has one good advantage. You can only access these doors like once every 10-15 seconds. So we have a little bit of a queue there.
I suppose I'll never be trusted again.
It puts you in a position where you might have to think about the choices you're going to make. Because yeah, you go in there as an infiltrator, as a betrayer, but you work with them so much and you're given such a position of influence, at least seemingly, that you have to question, is just bring some things here, is it worth it? Thinking about the opportunities available to you through the Institute, is bring up some sins a good trade for it. We made the choice. I think the Institute technology and isolation is out there basically using it. My character don't approve it. You can't also create synthetic beings and then basically use them as slave labor.
Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
But yeah, director meeting would be right on top of us. I'm not going to attend to it now.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
Right.